I thought it was just a real tough physical ball game. I know Coach Martin, that's their style of play, and I thought our guys responded well. I thought our guys were able to match the physicality and was able to compete very well. And just a few possessions that we would like to get back in the first half, and in the second half, I think was a difference in the ball game. I thought their three-point shooting from their perimeter guys was really outstanding, and that kind of gave them, I guess, the edge they needed down the stretch. Guys made some tough shots, and that's what you have to do to win a game like this.
Did you like the improvement you saw from the offensive side?
I did. I like the improvement that we had. I thought we valued the possessions a little bit more. I thought we made more connecting plays. Offensively, we shared the basketball, and that's something that we have to do. And I think our guys will see that on film tomorrow, that was a really good thing for us. And that was a quick turnaround from that tournament we're in to be able to kind of understand the concepts that we wanted to put in. But I thought our guys did a good job of it all in all.
What do you think enabled that late push by your team to get within 2 minutes left?
Well, I think our guys have really good spirit. I think our guys are, really good competitors, and, they're always going to fight. They're going to compete and, and give us a chance to win. I never question that. And, we believe in them. I think, like I said, they believe in us, and they kept competing, and they made some plays happen. And that was great to see. A lot of different guys stepped up for us tonight.
How close do you think you guys are to finding that identity on the offensive side?
I think we're getting closer. I look at our last few games, and there's a lot to take away from, in the 3 games that we've just had. But each time there's been something that I think we've learned. It's been something that's been very important for our growth going forward, especially for the guys, like I said, who hadn't been out there. Every minute that they're getting is meaningful, and I think it's going to help us as we get into January and February.
Coach, are you thinking at all about, let's say you guys start clicking with this group and BJ inserted into there, like how everything will mesh and fit together?
Really, we're just trying to compete with the guys that we have at the moment, and if our chemistry continues to get better, which hopefully it will, that'll be a good thing. I think inserting BJ won't be a difficult insertion for us because of how he plays. He's a PG that can score the basketball. He can play on the ball. He can play off of it. And so I think his return won't be problematic for our group. I think he'll kind of fit in, and as he starts to round himself back into shape and get his game back, get his timing back, I think it'll be a positive thing for our overall team.
What are you thinking in terms of starting Georgie Newman for the first time in his career?
I thought George was solid for us. I thought he came in, he played like we expected. He's a mature player. He's a senior for us, and we expected him to play that way. I thought in a game like this, that'd be a good way to go. And I thought he really, he was really solid. He rebounded. Of course, he knocked down an open shot. And those are things that we want from him. And I thought his minutes were positive.
Terrell, you said, isn't really known as a scoring guard. He's more of a floor general. He took as many shots tonight as AJ. Is that something you're, in the absence of BJ, is that something you want him to be more assertive and taking more shots, or is that just kind of how the game went?
Well, I think it's how the game went. In his last previous games, he took 2 shots apiece. I think he was 1 for 2, 1 for 2. And this game, he took 11 shots, and all of them were really good shots. He took open looks, shots that he's going to get, and shots in our offense we expect, guys to be able to take and, with confidence because we believe in him. So he's not taking any shot that we don't think he can make, that we haven't seen him make in practice. So, his 11 attempts were all solid shots.
I know Taco missed most of the preseason with the hip, and he said tonight that, he's not quite 100%. He doesn't know when he'll get there. What do you kind of see from Taco right now as far as that goes? Is he getting close? Or?
Yes, he is. Taco's getting better. Every game is good for Taco. Taco missed most of the preseason, so his timing is off, of course. Getting him back into great shape is still coming about. So he's going to be there, though. It's just, I looked at his timing today. His timing was better, so he posted up a little deeper today. So every day you see a little bit more, of things that you want to see him do out there on the floor. And he's going to have a terrific season for us. And like I said, he's a big part of what we do, both offensively and defensively.
What, if anything, could you have done differently defensively to maybe affect the looks that Cassius Robertson got from 3, from his number 3?
Well, we could have paid a little more attention to him, but he's really a good shooter. He's an older player. I think he's like a fifth-year senior. So and he's an accomplished player. He's their leading scorer, and he can really shoot the basketball. And so I try to tell our guys, and, forewarn them in film and forewarn them in practice that he has a really quick trigger, and you got to get to him and get him off the line as fast as possible. And I think, having to actually face a guy like that and actually see it in person, I think was kind of an adjustment for our guys, just how fast he does get that ball off. And he can shoot on the move as good as anybody. He can shoot off the dribble. Most players don't have that type of package. And I think our guys will see it on film tomorrow, just, how we have to guard a player like that better.
But you had about a 7 or 8 point lead midway through the first half, and they went on that 15-3 run, kind of close to the first half. What happened there from your perspective?
Well, I thought we had a good tempo going. We were playing really good defense. And then we had a couple of slip-ups. I thought offensive board-wise, I think they had a couple of offensive board putbacks during that stretch. They were able to get to the basket, and the guards did a good job of dumping it off to bigs to finish, during that stretch. And for us, I thought we took a couple of ill-advised shots. I thought we settled for a couple of shots that I didn't think we should settle for. And we took a couple of shots that I questioned as far as, the quality of shot. I think those things help lead to their momentum. Those are things where our offense has definitely got to complement our defense. And I thought our offense really didn't complement our D at the time. So those are things we have to clean up. Those are things when you got a group like this, they have to understand the importance of those possessions, and that's what they're learning.
Coach, it felt like there were a few plays where one more pass would have had the open shot. What did you think of the ball movement tonight?
I thought the ball movement was better, but I didn't think it was still where we wanted to be. Like you said, the one more pass, get it moving, swing it, from side to side. I thought we were better. We were more patient offensively, but it still needs work. We still need to make more connecting plays, because I trust every one of our guys with an open shot. Whether that's Terrell, whether that's George, whether that's Dayon, I trust all those guys. If they're open, I feel confident they can make a shot. Chance is another player that's out there on the perimeter. So we have enough firepower out there, just that we need to help each other get the shot that we want. And that's where our guys are still growing and learning.
Is that about communication, or is it just getting better at playing together, I guess?
It's getting better at playing together. Guys are so accustomed to, searching out what they want or their shot. And the way we play, you have to make sure you search out not just yours, but for someone else. Because we're looking for the best possible shot. We're not just looking for a shot. And they're learning that. Like from game 1 now to game 7, I've seen a lot of improvement in that. It's just that we still have some more work to do, and that's to be expected.
This game
losses for you guys now. What's kind of the message for the team?
We had to keep grinding. We had to keep fighting. 3 straight losses against 3 really good basketball teams, and teams that we know we have a chance to. We do a few different things right. 2 of the 3 games could have gone the other way for us. Those are the areas where I give those teams credit. They beat us, but I can see some opportunities where if we had done a few things right, as key times in the game, I think we'd have gave ourselves a chance to be able to be on the other side of those games. So there is, as disappointed as we are as a team and as a program, because we like to win. But, there are things we have to do to get better, in order for that to happen. And I think we're having to learn those now during the stretch.
Coach, Chad and Dayon came on together a couple times, and they seemed to make impacts when they came. Can you talk about how they work together and come off the bench bringing energy?
Well, I think those are two of our most experienced players coming off the bench. Dayon's a junior, and Chad's a junior. So we're coming off with some experience. Those guys come into the game with an opportunity. They haven't watched a lot of the game. They've watched 4, 5, 6 minutes of the game before they're inserted. So they have a feel for what's going on out there. And I thought they both gave us good energy, and they both made solid basketball plays.
This game against Missouri, is this like the front end of a home-and-home series, or was this
Yes.
kind of a special, it's a home-and-home then?
Front end of a home.
So you'll be going there next year?
Yes, we go back there.
When you look at the next test against Alabama, go on the road against a ranked team, what kind of test do you think that's going to give your guys?
Another good test. We faced a ranked team already. We'll face another one now. We faced some good basketball teams. Like I said, this whole season, I look at all of our games that we played. I think we played some really good teams, and that's going to help us. And like I said, Alabama's no different. They're a very good basketball team. Has really good guard play, and they're playing well this year.
Couple more, Finn. You said that you guys took care of the ball better tonight. Can you just go deeper into that? What you thought was the reason for the fewer turnovers tonight?
Well, I thought we put the ball in our point guards' hands more tonight, and the guys that run the team, whether it was Terrell or whether it was Nate, I think you saw them with the ball a lot more, and they did a great job of distributing the basketball and making sure everybody was involved, but also getting us organized. I thought, you know, when we were trying to run and push the ball at a good pace, different guys had the ball in their hands, and we didn't get it organized as well. So this was a big week about us getting organized, getting back to our basic. What are our habits? What are the things that we're looking for? And I thought our guys did a better job of understanding that, you know, in this game. And I think that's why we were able to share the ball a little bit better and make more connecting plays.
Coach, these kinds of games, I know you talked about having your new players getting more experience, you know, to kind of work with each other without BJ and stuff like that. Is this the kind of game that you're kind of looking for to give those players those kind of experiences?
No, definitely. I think all these games have been really, every game that we've had this season has been you know, whether it's Mercer, whether it's Gardner-Webb, whether it's William and Mary, good teams. I mean, you can look around the country and watch them play. All those teams have been good games for us. And of course, the 4 games we've just played with Nebraska, with West Virginia, in St. John's, and now Missouri. I mean, we've played a heck of a schedule. We played a top 25 probably schedule, top 30 schedule. And that's great for our guys. You know, we wouldn't have played that schedule if we didn't believe in our team. And, you know, we thought we'd have some different personnel maybe to help us. But this ultimately, I think, will be a good experience for these guys going forward because of the level of competition they're facing every night, and have to make sure that every possession is important for them, because against the quality of opponents, we can't go out there, you know, and just blow possessions or not value the basketball. Against these teams, you're not going to win unless you take care of the ball and you play really good defense.
Last one.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Thanks.